Guys, welcome back to the channel. So I know it's been a while since my last life update. So here it goes. As you know, my daughter has to now take shots. Found out why. Her body has stopped producing cortisol. So if you don't know what that is, basically your body, whenever you're sick and fighting a really nasty virus that you got to be on antibiotics, your body sends out these signals to the this little thing on the bottom of your kidneys. um, Sorry, I'm not being technical, but don't come at me. I'm a parent, so I'm doing the best I can. Uh, it produces cortisol. So, with my daughter being a severe asthmatic, um, oh, yeah. So, you may see stuff like this drawn on me at times and on my hand and, other places that you can see. My therapist told me that when it comes to self harm, because I have the habit of needing to cause physical pain and see it to know that I've caused pain, that this is a healthier version of causing pain. It's a visual stimulation to my brain to let me know, hey, there's an injury there. You touch it, and ow. Like, ow. As you can tell, ow. I'm ow. Poking it kind of hard and yelling ow. And it does what it needs to, so I'm not actually self harming. So if you see that, don't worry. It's nothing it's just drawn on with a washable marker, red and blue ink to make it look like that. Anyways, back to my daughter. As most of y'all know, she's a severe asthmatic. She also has allergies. She has an weakened immune system. She has GI problems. She now sees endo. We see most people may not know, endo is endocrinology. We see pulmonology. Well, for the past month and a half, my daughter's been complaining off and on with chest pains. Finally, got concerned. Last weekend, she ended up turning blue during one of the episodes, and I thought it was just, her asthma acting up. So, gave her breathing treatment. She seemed to be fine. Went out, had to run some errands. Um, Left her with my grandmother. And when I got back, I was told that she was still complaining of chest pains. She wanted her biological mom to come with us to the emergency room. So I happily called her mom, asked her to come with us, went and picked her up. We went to the emergency room. They ordered chest x ray and EKG. Took her to do the chest x-ray. They weren't happy with the view that they got. Got a second chest x-ray. X-rays came back fine. Did the EKG. EKG came back kind of wonky. Really didn't tell us what was on the EKG, so we have no idea. So the 9th of this month, she goes to endo. Not endo, cardiology. So we have that. Then she has her multiple therapy appointments. Plus, today she has the beginning part of a 2-part sleep study. So tonight she's gonna go in. She's gonna have her biological mother with her tonight at the sleep study because I suffer from sleep apnea and they don't need to hear me. They need to be able to hear and monitor her. So my ex-wife is going in with our daughter tonight. So basically tonight she'll get hooked up to the machines that reads her brain while she's sleeping, and monitoring her heart rate and everything like that. And then if she shows signs of having sleep apnea, they'll call the doctor in the morning and see how he wants to resolve it. And then that'll take care of that, and she won't have to do the second part. Now, I said this is a two-part sleep study, so if everything turns up normal in tonight's sleep study, like she doesn't show no signs, they'll move on to the second part, which the second part that morning, when they wake her up, they'll collect a urine sample to give her a drug test. Now, mind you, my 9 year old is 9, and they're doing a drug test to make sure that there's no drugs in her system that shouldn't be there. Which I'm just like, bruh, do I look like the type of person that drugs my kid? And then I'm sitting there and I'm like, they're not picking on me because I may look like the person that would drug their kids. They're doing it to make sure I'm not that parent that drugs their kids. Which it's cool, that's fine. And then she'll do an hour no. She'll do from 7 in the morning until 4 tomorrow afternoon. She'll do an increments of naps, and then from the naps she'll stay up for about an hour, and then she'll go back to sleep for, they'll watch her for the naps and everything to find out what's going on. They think that she may have a form of narcolepsy, which I'm hoping she doesn't. I just wish the ninth would hurry up and get here. It's hard to see my daughter go through this, and it's hard for me to go through this. Not having that person that you can just go home to and lay your head on their shoulder and cry and hear them say, "Baby, it'll be okay. We got this. We can do this." It's hard. And yeah, I live with my grandmother, and she tells me that we got this and everything, but it's not the same as having a partner that you can just take, and when the days are really bad, lay in bed and just snuggle up to each other and just let your emotions go because you're watching this 9 year old. And I know she's not as worse as most children at her age that have illnesses, but it's just that we are emotionally drained. Well, at least I am. I'm emotionally drained from seeing my daughter go through this and fight every day just to have what could resemble a normal life. And, it's hard to watch your kid go through this and fight and hear medical terms being thrown around like it's nobody's business. Like, she knows more medical terminology than a typical 9 year old that doesn't have medical problems knows. She knows more about death than a typical 9 year old should. And it's sad when you have to sit there, and the biggest things that brings my daughter comfort right now, sorry, took my grandmother to get her flu shot and shingle shot, and my daughter's with her today. The one and only time she's really out. Um, with this pandemic, she really doesn't go nowhere, so the only time she gets out is doctor's appointments or taekwondo. Other than that, she is shut in the house 24/7, and it's not fair to her, but at the same time, she is and has been classified as an extremely high risk, and we don't chance it. And it's just that this time my grandmother needed to do something, and she's not old enough in my state to be left alone, and I wouldn't leave her alone. Anyways, at 9, sorry guys, I'm really not sleeping lately. I got a lot on my mind and just really stressed. But as most of you know, I have been dealing with this by myself. Yes, I have my grandmother with me, but I mean, I don't have a girlfriend or a life partner, or, well, I don't know, that part's complicated. Anyways, I'm just rambling on, and I'm really getting like squirrely in my head. Excuse me. So, as most of y'all know, I don't get on here and I don't do this for the fame. I don't do this for the money. But I will say that right now I do have a GoFundMe. My ex-wife actually set it up for me and my daughter. Um so basically the GoFundMe that my ex-wife set up is a GoFundMe to send me and my daughter out of town for a month because I'm a single mom, no extra income. I'm medically disabled. Excuse me. I'm medically disabled, and all of her doctors have gave us the okay to travel as long as we take precautions. And we know what those precautions are: face mask when you're out in public, which my daughter has a Spider-Man face mask. Um, so she's got that on right now. We know that you need to have hand sanitizer, and I have a bottle in the car. And then I'm not like most women where you have umpteen billion keys and trinkets and everything, but I'm a Baby Yoda fan, and I had to get Baby Yoda, Baby Yoda, see, Baby Yoda hand sanitizer. Yes, I know. I just realized I sound like a kid, but we know we know the rules of her going out. We know the precautions. We know to really just pay attention and not be close to people. If we go out, she stays close to me, or if she's with my grandmother, she stays close to my grandmother. Which right now she's in the store with my grandmother, so she's close to my grandmother. She knows the rules. She knows not to do nothing I wouldn't do. She knows to keep her mask on at all times until she gets in the car. She knows everything. We know every precaution. You know, she doesn't, like I said, she doesn't go anywhere. She's not even in school right now. She's virtual learning. Um, the school system that we're in, the Virginia school system, is wanting to return the kids in my city back the 21st of November, putting them back into the school system. And Maria is an extreme high risk. Sorry, that's my daughter's name, but I don't call her that. We all call her Ray. And all of her specialists have advised me that it's not a wise idea to put her back into school because of how bad COVID is right now in my state. And I just feel like for kids that are high risk, they're putting them at risk because you hear these people that are in the school systems, within the first week 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 people turn up with COVID. They've done had one person here in my city in the school system die from COVID, and no students were in the school when he contracted COVID. And they have 4 other people contract COVID that worked in the school system. So, once again, I can see the older grades going back, but elementary, you know, they've been away from each other since March of this year till November 21st. They're going to want to hug each other, high five, be next to each other, and you're trying to tell them 6 feet apart. Yeah, my daughter understands that in the grocery store, but that doesn't mean when she sees someone that she loves and cares about that she won't run up and hug them, because that's just my kid. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get ready and sign off of here and everything. Um, but that's the update for now. I will update y'all after I hear from her sleep specialist, and then I may just wait until after cardiology to do a life update then. I am working on my health. I'm actually doing it this time. Unfortunately, I went to the emergency room, excuse me, the weekend before my kid and found out that my knee is completely shot. I have severe arthritis with bone degenerative disease. So basically, between my weight and everything, my knee is shot. So I gotta work on my weight to get a new knee, and I'm doing this. This is it. You know what I'm saying? Please, if you have any tips, tricks, or anything like that to help out, post down in the comments. Anyway, guys, much love, much respect. I'm out.